and welcome back to Hair with a Twist. Today we are going to be doing another video in the Halloween tutorial series. We're going to be doing this, in my opinion, awesome Snapchat butterfly filter. Really fun look. Do a lot more makeup with it than actual hair tutorials, so I hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, this is a look. Really fun. You can literally wear whatever you want to go with this because it's a what is it? It's a Snapchat filter. So it doesn't matter what you're wearing. And your hair can pretty much be anything you want it to be as well. So it's a great, easy costume, which I'm all about. And it's just nice to feel a little glam. So if you want to know how to get this look, what I did for it, it's my first talk through video. So I hope you like that. Just chatting away. Sometimes it's fun. Yeah, so give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe below, and I hope you guys like it. So I've already put my foundation on and set my face with powder and done my eyebrows because that's not fun stuff. So this whole look is very much like highly bronzed. So we're going to be using a lot of bronzers and browns and golds. So to start off, I'm going to not quite contour my face, but really bronze it up more than I would. So to start off, I'm just going to use my brush that I normally use to bronze my face. I'm using Hulu Benefit Bronzer, which is my fave. And so just along the cheekbones, right underneath, and moving up towards the rest of my face, I'm just going to get a good all over kind of bronze. And then along the hairline, so just warming up all the edges of my face. And then along my jaw. And then just bring it down your neck because you really want it to be seamless as you're overall just bronzing yourself. And then I'm going to take this angled brush and just get a little more specific in what I'm bronzing. So right under my cheekbone, and then along the outside edges of my nose. And then I'm just taking a big fluffy powder brush, just kind of softening the edges a little bit. And then for blush, I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm going to be using Bare Minerals. This is called Golden Gate, and it's a kind of bronzy blush, which is why I'm going to use that today. But you just don't want anything really pink. And this has more of a bronze tone. So right on the apples of my cheeks. And this has a little glimmer to it too, which is also nice for this look. For the eyes, I'm going to be mainly using this palette right here, which I love. I've been using it like crazy. It's BH Cosmetics. I got it at Urban Outfitters for, I don't remember, but not a lot of money. I'll link it below if I can find it. And it just has, I'll show you here, just has like great neutrals, and they all have a slight shimmer to them, but they're not crazy. So this is that palette. And to start off, I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow brush and go all over from like my crease down with this kind of like, can you see it? Yeah. It's kind of like shimmery flesh tone almost. I'm just gonna go right across the lid. So then just with a big fluffy brush, I'm gonna take right here this like very neutral shade and sweep it across the top. I desperately need to do my eyebrows, so they're a little crazy at the moment. I apologize. And then taking that same shade right here with this angled brush, I'm going to just concentrate it a little more right in the crease. And this is the most shimmer we're going to give to the eye, and it's very subtle. Most of the shimmer of this is on your face, but what we're really going to do is basically contour the eye. So it's very beat up, and it's going to look gross when I open it, but I love it, and it's well loved, and that's why it looks that way. So it's the Anastasia contour kit, and I don't even want to show you the inside, but it's pretty messy. So I'm going to use this to do my eyes. So starting taking that center contour color and that same angled brush, I'm just going to work it in to my crease. And then this is just going to be our transition color. So you don't want any harsh lines in this look. And then taking a little pointy brush, I'm going to take that even darker shade. And if you don't have this and you just have like a matte browns, you can use that. Or a bronzer itself, you could use whatever bronzer you're doing. And if all you have is shimmery browns, it's not the end of the world, just use that. But the only color we're going to be bringing into our face is gold, really. So I'm just working this into the outer corner and also kind of dragging it along my lash line. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and just blend that all up and in. Now for eyeliner, you could use black, I guess, but I think just keeping it nice and warm and brown is better. So I'm going to go back to that BH Cosmetics palette, and this like shimmery brown shade right up here is what I'm going to use for eyeliner. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take a small angled brush and some setting spray, and I'm just going to mist brush so it's wet, and then go right into that color. It's just going to intensify the pigment. So I have it wet, and then just that pigment on there, and then I'm going to move in so you can see what I'm doing better. Just go along the lash line with that. And if you've never worked with wet shadows before, it's going to feel a little weird. But the setting spray, you could use water too, but the liquid will evaporate, and then you just have highly pigmented color, and that's why it works great as a liner. And it also helps with fallout and the loose pigment falling on your face and messing up everything else that you've already done on your face. So I don't even really want to call this a wing. I'm not really winging the liner, but I am going to extend it slightly. Okay, so one thing we do want really black is our eyelashes. So we're going to be applying some false eyelashes, but to start off with, I'm just going to do a coat of mascara just on the top for now. Did you know, I read this somewhere, that it is impossible to put on mascara with your mouth closed without thinking about it. You have to consciously think of closing your mouth in order to have it closed while putting mascara on. And try it, it's true. And then I'm going to be doing just a set of Ardell falsies. I don't know what the number is, but you can get them anywhere. And then I'm using this Duo eyelash adhesive, and I really like it because it's not $1 million and it's dark tone, so you don't have that like white line, and it works well. So that's why we're using it. Okay, so eyelashes are applied. While we wait for them to dry, we're going to start doing some highlighting. So I'm going to be using a don't love it. It's not as intense as I wanted, but I wanted to do something cheap to show you guys. It's an e.l.f. highlight. It's supposed to be gold, but it's not gold enough for what we're doing here. So bring your back up. Okay. So we're gonna start with the tip of our nose. See, it's like there, but it's way more subtle than I thought it was going to be. So you could probably nix this step and just do what we're gonna do next. So this is what I'm gonna do to make it better. It's a loose pigment eyeshadow. It's from Bare Minerals. It's called Stay Golden. And so I'm scared to tip it, that it's all gonna fall out. I don't know if you can see it or not. Maybe the lid. It's like super gold. I don't know if that's coming across on camera, but it's pretty great. So I'm actually going to, into the lid, just put a little bit of my fan brush on there, and do that across the nose, and do all those spots again. And a little bit is gonna go a long way with this. It's a great color. I actually have some, like a whole stack of these Bare Mineral pigments that I love. I'll link below the like kit it came in. So that is our little golden accents there. Oh, so gold, love it. And this is where you go from like, oh, I'm just wearing a bronzy makeup look, to butterfly Snapchat filter. And then just with my ring finger, just gonna tap just the littlest bit and just put it on the very center of my eyelid, just to give a little bit more shimmer to that look right there. And then to blend our false eyelashes with our real eyelashes, I'm just gonna do another small coat of, just light coat of mascara. Just to kind of blend them into each other. And then I really hate when bottom lashes are like clumpy. So I always just take whatever's left from putting my last coat of mascara on the tops and using that to do the bottom. And then I'm gonna also add, because I just realized I forgot, more of that gold loose. Use my pinky finger. Go right into the tear duct and highlight that. With the same gold. And then you can make it as crazy highlighted as you want, really. I'm gonna take, I don't have the greatest skin. Thank you, 2 children. So sometimes extreme highlight brings that out. But if your skin is flawless, girl, rock that flawless skin. I'm just gonna take a fluffy powder brush and just kind of smooth it out a little and get rid of any excess. Okay, so there's that for the lip. It's nude lip. This is Elizabeth Arden Lip Pencil in Sugared Kiss. It's like my favorite neutral, but with a touch of something, lip liner. So I'm just gonna line my lips quick. And then I'm gonna be using also Elizabeth Arden Desert Rose. It's like my favorite nude color. It's not a matte. Because I wanted to go with a little shimmer. But it's not super glossy either. It's just a good nude. For my skin tone anyway. Use whatever nude you would like. So that's what we got there. So that's like the brunt of our makeup look. So I'm going to spray and set my face, so this is not sliding all over. And then the great part about this is you can have your hair however you want it. What I did, and this has been one of my favorite ways to just kind of get some nice movement to the hair, is I had just a regular crown braid and slept in it. And it just gives, because you know if you do like 2 braids and sleep in it, then there's like this line that goes like this down your hair of where the like wave doesn't start into, but crown braid, it's pretty even all over. And I really like it. But this side of my hair is always flat. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a boost. Okay, so I am taking just Conair 1.5 inch curling iron. This is actually the only curling iron that I still use. For everything else, I either use straightener or curling one. So this is the only curling iron I still use. Fun fact. So we're gonna curl away from our face, and these are just gonna be really loose, soft curls. And we'll probably comb them out even more. We just want movement in the hair. And for some reason, I don't know, this side of my hair has just been acting weird lately. I think it's still changing post baby. I don't know if that actually makes sense or not. So I'm just gonna throw some curls in here. I might even throw a couple in the front over here. Again, curling away from your face. But also, like I said, you can, if you have naturally curly hair, if you have straight hair, however you want to wear your hair for this, you totally can. Just wanted a kind of glammed up big hair look. That's what I was going for. Then what I'm going to do is just take some dusting powder. This is just like a dry texture powder. And lift up a section of hair. And then dust it on the roots. And then you'll be terrified because you're like, well, what are you doing? Just go along the whole section before I show you what it does. And then you just run your fingers through it and just like grips and just gives you this great height and volume without having to back comb, which is always wonderful. I just want kind of that undone kind of look. I'm gonna do a little more right down here too, because I tend to get a little flat right in this section right here. And wha-bam, you get some great volume, great lift. I love it when it lifts right at the front like that. Bam. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm also gonna, just because I want it really big, so that's why I'm doing both. I'm gonna take my teasing brush and just back comb. Look at how much just doing that texture powder first, like, makes you use so much less effort to get some awesome height in your hair. Just crazy, right? And then just using my fingers, I'm just gonna tame it a little bit, but I'm gonna leave kind of the wild look to it because I like that for this. But if you want it tamed a little more, you can do that. And then I'm even just going to slightly back comb the ends. So there we have it. And then comes the fun part. So I got these lights on Amazon. I a little bit tore apart the box, but they're oak leaf warm white lights, and they're battery operated. It's a strand like this, and the string is wire, which is what I wanted. You shall see why. A little tangled right here, but that's okay. Whatever. There we go. So they bend and stay where you bend them, which is awesome. And it comes, they're super cheap. I'll link them below. And they have a really thin battery pack, so we can hide it in our hair. And they came 2 in a pack, so if you want to do this with a friend. So I'm going to turn them on. Look at that. Fantastic. Another reason I wanted my hair big was so I can hide this. So I'm going to lift up a big... Okay, so now we're going to take that string of lights, just make a little crown, wrapping it around our head. And the end piece, since the wire's metal, what's great is that you can just wrap it around and it disappears. I don't love it ending in the front though. So I'm gonna wrap it here, weave it through, and fold it. And then just wrap it back. Great. Then here comes the best part. Okay, so I got a pack of these butterflies on Amazon because clearly where else do I have time to shop? And they're all different hues of yellow, so you could get really crazy and just pick like the yellow ones, whatever. So they come flat. They have a magnet, so they come flat like this. So I'm just bending them at the wings, and they stay up like that. Then they have a little magnet in their body. So in theory, they should magnetize to the metal. And they are, but I think they're just a little too heavy for this. But they also come with this little sticky thing, these little pop-out stickers. Stick one end butterfly. Rip the sticker off. And then you can just stick it on. So they have all different sizes. So like there's this little baby one. Stick that here. So Nevin has been begging to play with these butterflies because they came in clear packaging ever since he saw them arrive. So he'll be so excited when I'm done with this tutorial. And he can play with them. So there's only 12 stickers and there's a lot more than 12 butterflies. So, can't think of a name for these, but they're like foam double-sided stickers. You could definitely, I know I've seen them at like any like office store, like a Staples or whatever. You could probably even find them at Target. Nevin is obsessed with butterflies, so I have a feeling these are going to be all over our refrigerator as soon as nap time is over. But I love that the light is coming through, and especially if you're at like a dark Halloween party, you'll just be glowing. And they're not getting warm at all, so I do not fear for my safety with them on my head. Just as an alternative to the lights, if you're trying to go like as cheap as possible, then I'm taking that same gold powder again, and then you can just dust it on there. And then let's see what that does in the hair. Not much in the hair. But I am going to take the gold eyeshadow and just put it on the center of my lips. Just for a little more glow. And there you have it. You are officially the real life version of the butterfly Snapchat filter. Thanks guys, I hope you liked this video. Be sure to subscribe below, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and have a fantastic Halloween. Mwah!